No, Pura Prokta. This has been given by me in bygone days. Pura Prokta Maya Nagha. Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam. Karma Yogena Yoginam. Karma Yogena Yoginam. Hey Arjuna, for people who are not yet ready for the study of the Atma Jnanam, what is required is Karma Yogena. Karma Yogena Yoginam. This is what Kataya said. Not only that, now Dr. Renuji's question was, instead of spending an hour on the ritualistic puja, would it not be better to devote the time for the knowledge to be gained by studying the Gita? Okay? I will take you to the 18th chapter. 18th chapter, the verse is 5th verse. 18th chapter, 5th verse. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Yajnadana tapakarma natyadyam kadyameva tat yajno danam tapasyaiva pavanani manishinam. Hey Arjuna, yajnam, danam, tapaha, these kind of activities, they shall not be given up. Natyadyam, should not be given up. Karyameva tat, will have to be performed. Why? Because yajnodana tapakarma pavanani manishinam. These activities, yajnam, danam, tapaha, etc., they have the beneficial result of purifying the mind. Pavanani manishinam. Continuing, next verse, Kataya says, Etanyapitu karmani sangam tyaktva phalani cha kartavyani me partha nishchitam matamuttamam. Hey Arjuna, it's not as though you do this yajnadana, tapa, karma, etc., thinking of the result for yourself. Not only that, and you are attached to the activities and the result of the activities. When such is the case, it does not help you. It will not be pavanani manishinam. You have to give up attachment and you have to give up even the phala. Yajnadana tapakarma natyadyam kadyameva tat yajnodanam tapasyaiva pavanani manishinam. Etanyapitu karmani sangam tyaktva phalani cha kartavyani. Kartavya, they ought to be done. Kartavyani me partha nishchitam matamuttamam. My opinion is this definitely shall be undertaken, should not be given up. When such is the case, Dr. Renu's question, ritualistic puja for an hour or studying the Gita for the same time, which is better? Now, you are in the shoes of Arjuna, Dr. Renu. You have asked Ketaya. Unfortunately for you, I am not Kitaya to give you the best of answers, but I will try. As Kitaya has said, and I'll try to repeat like a parrot what Kitaya has said, and I will try to help you. What you have to do is, you must be the judge of yourself. To what extent you have grown, to what extent you have come prepared for jnana, to what extent you are still attached to karma, to what extent you are attached to the phala of the karma. All these things you will have to analyze yourself. You are the best judge of your preparedness. Based on that, you will have to take a decision as to what you want. Maybe you will have to see, when I said this question is very pregnant with a lot of answers, not pregnant with a lot of questions. The question by Dr. Renu has kind of drawn the entire gamut of the Gita slokas into it as an answer. And in the fifth chapter, that is a Karma Sannyasa Yoga, what did Ketaya say? Sannyasa Karma Yogasya Nishreyasa Karavubhau Tayostu Karma Sannyasat karma yogo visishyate. Hey Arjuna, sannyasam, and sannyasa means together with that jnana samuparjana, like Dr. Renu asked, would it not be better to undertake the study of the Gita for that hour when I am doing the ritualistic puja? Okay, sannyasa karma yogasya nishreyasa karavubhav. Both are beneficial for moksha. Tayostu, but amongst these two, tayostu karma sannyasat, instead of giving up karma, instead of giving up your ritualistic puja, karma yogo visishyate. You're continuing your pujas. It would be beneficial to you. Why? Because sanyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptum ayogataha. Ayogataha. Without adequate preparation, that sannyasa, which enjoins study of the Gita, the Shastra, the Upanishads, sanyasastu mahabaho dukkham aptum ayogataha. Without adequate preparation and qualification, without having cleansed the mind of all kinds of attachments and of all kinds of cravings for the results of actions, then it will be a problem. Sanyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptum ayogataha. When you have discovered you are an Yogya Purusha, Purusha means three also, Yogya Purusha, then you can give up the ritualistic puja, get on to Gita study. Not that you will not do Gita study. You please do both. You please do both. I would suggest maybe you must wean yourself from the ritualistic puja slowly and keep on increasing the time you spend for Gita study, and find for yourself as to whether you are feeling okay. If your gut feeling is that it is going to be beneficial to you, you are feeling fine, and you are more with Kitaya, the Gita than before, then continue that. Continue kind of weaning yourself away from the ritualistic puja and coming on to more and more of Gita study. When you are doing the ritualistic puja, you must realize one thing. It is not a mechanical puja. When you are doing the ritualistic puja, what is that ritualistic puja? It is like an yajnam, is it not? And what is yajnam? Yajnam is what? Yajnam is kataya eva. Aham kraturaham yajnaha sadaham ahamaushadam mantroham ahamevadyam ahamadniraham hutam. In the 9th chapter, Kitaya said, I am the ritual. I am the yajna. Aham kratuho. I am aham yajnaha. Swadaham. The food you offer, I am. Everything I am. And the same thing was mentioned in the 4th chapter in a different way. Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavihi, Brahmagnau, Brahmanahutam, etc. Why I am saying this is, when you are doing the ritualistic puja, you should not do that mechanically. You must realize that you have been with Kitaya all the time you are doing the ritualistic puja. It is Kitaya you have been trying to propitiate. It is Kitaya to whom you are trying to go nearer. This kind of a bhavana is equivalent to the Jnana Samuparjana. Okay? Now, there is another verse in the Gita, in the 3rd chapter, when you have asked, which is to be preferred? I simply cannot give a direct answer, because if I give a direct answer, I will be unsettling your mind. And Kitaya said in the 3rd chapter, 26th verse, I think, yeah, 20, I have noted down. Yeah, 3rd chapter, 26th verse. Na buddhi bedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam joshayet sarva karmani Vidvan Yukta Samacharan. Don't you ever try to unsettle the minds of people who are devoted to karma. Don't tell them, hey, why are you doing this karma? You get it off this karma and get on to Gita study. This kind of a thing, please don't say that. Na buddhi bhedam janayet ajnanam karma sanginam. Because that karma is pavanani manishinam, like it was mentioned in the 18th chapter. Okay? Then in the 6th chapter also, Kitaya has given very nicely. What did he say? If you have to decide whether you have to do ritualistic puja or get on to the Gita study, you must analyze yourself as to what is your status of preparedness for Gita. What is your status? In the 6th chapter, which is the 3rd verse of the 6th chapter, Kitaya said what? Arurukshor muner yogam karma karanamuchyate yoga rodhasya tasyaiva shama karanamuchyate yada hinendriyadeshu nakarmashvanusajyate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yoga rodhastadochyate. That is mentioned, is it not? Arurukshor muner yogam. For the person who has not matured, Arurukshoho munehe yogam karma karana muchyate. For that kind of a person like you and I, this karma yoga anusthana becomes the means for lifting ourselves up to the standards of Kitaya to understand what he has been saying. Not that we should not study the Gita in the meantime. Please study the Gita and don't exclusively devote your time only to the study of the Gita, to the exclusion of the other activities like the ritualistic puja you have been doing. Arurukshor muner yogam karma karana muchyate. We are all in the beginning stages of developing ourselves. Then yoga rodhasya tasyaiva shama karana muchyate. In the same verse, yoga rodhasya tasyaiva. For the person who has already graduated to cleansing his mind and has become very highly prepared for the study of the Shastra and devoting a lot of time for the study of the Gita, then Shamakarana Muchyate. Shamaha there means sannyasam. Shamaha means sannyasa ashramam. Shamakarana Muchyate. That is, all these things have been said by Kitaya. If you search the Gita, almost in every chapter he has mentioned this. Hey, you are the best judge of yourself. Don't depend on others for judging you. How do others know to what degree of preparedness you have already gone? So it is up to you. And whatever decision you take, if that is going to be beneficial to you, you will have that feeling in you. If you are feeling guilty about it, then what you have decided is perhaps not proper. That is how you will have to resolve this question, Dr. Renuji. Okay, now Dr. Renuji has asked another question.
Have you done this?
ఏమంటుంది? Okay. Renuji's question is, why gods, devas are also affected by negative emotions like anger? In Shiva Purana, Shiva gets very angry, so much so as to destroy yajnas. Good question. And who are these gods? Who are these devas? They are like you and I. Is it not? And in answer to your question, in the 18th chapter, the 40th verse, I happened to go through your questions and go through the Gita and happened to note down some leading points. That's how I'm able to mention even the verse number, chapter number. 18th chapter, 40th verse. What Kitaya said is, Nata dasti pruthivyam va divideveshu va punaha sattvam praktujir muktam yade visya tribhurgunaihi. Hey Arjuna, there is nothing, neither in this world, nor in the Devaloka, nor in the Loka of any other being, which is free from the effects of these three gunas of Prakriti. The Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas, they will be tormenting everybody in every loka. Nata dasti prithibhyam va divi deveshu va punaha. Divi means in the Swargaloka, deveshu amongst the gods, va punaha again. Sattvam prakriti jair muktam, that prakriti jaihi muktam, getting freedom from prakriti is not possible for any of these beings. Sattvam prakriti jair muktam edhe visyatribhir gunaihi. That is how it is. And no wonder Shiva got angry. If he did not get angry, he will be disproving what Kataya has said. Is it not? So Shiva got angry. Parvati got angry and Shiva a number of times. Yeah, Parvati got angry and Shiva a number of times. And Parvati got extremely wild with Shiva when Shiva has killed his own son. You know, Ganesha, who was the creation of Parvati. Parvati is certainly Shiva's son without knowledge. Without knowledge means it is only in the Puranas that is mentioned without knowledge. It's not as though a person like Shiva did not know, but he wanted to make Lokapujyam of the Gajasura's head. Gajasura was killed, and he, at the time of leaving his body, requested Lord Shiva, Lokapujyam Kuru, Mama Shiraha. That is what he has requested. And to conform to that, he had to eliminate the head of Ganesha, which he did, and Parvati got angry. And when Parvati gets angry, is it not the Prakriti-driven anger? When Shiva killed Ganesha, is it not Prakriti-driven anger? Who are you to stop me going to my wife? And he simply eliminated him. Actually, in another Purana, there has been a case of lot of gods, including Vishnu, Brahma, Shiva, Indra, all these people had to fight Ganesha at that time. All these people. And then only Shiva could eliminate him. That is how, that is the power of the mother. The mother Parvati has blessed him, gave him a simple stick, and the stick became a kind of an invincible weapon for him. Anyway, that is how it is. So, Nata dasti prudhibhyam va divi deveshu va punaha sattvam prakriti jair muktam edhe visya tribhir gunaihi. Okay. Now, another question was, why Panchatatvas also work due to fear? Where did these Panchatatvas come from? You please relate yourself to what you have studied in Tattva Bodha. What did you pick up in Tattva Bodha?
From the space, Nanaji.
Shreya. Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika Maya Asti. Brahma Shreya. Taking refuge in Brahma. Dependent on Brahma. Taking refuge in Brahma, dependent on Brahma. Brahma Shreya. Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika. Having these three gunas, Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna, this Maya Asti. And from that Maya, what has come? Tataha, Akasha Sambhutaha. Akasha has come, Akashad Vayuhu, etc., etc. Agnehe, Jalam, and Jalasya Prithvi. That is how the evolution of the 5 elements has come. And who created these 5 elements? Maya. And who is wielding this Maya? Kitaya said.
Brahmashraya Maya.
Brahmashraya. And who is that Brahma? Kitaya. Kitaya said, Mama Maya Durachaya. My Maya is very, very difficult to cross. Yo mameva prapajyante, Maya me tam tarantite. These are the verses from the Gita. I'm not giving these verses from anywhere else. Yo mam prapajyante, whoever is kind of devoted to me and takes refuge in my powers, then I will help them cross the Maya. Teshamaham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat. That is all what Kitaya said. And now these Panchatattvas have come about from Maya, is it not? And Maya is the power of Kitaya. Maya is the power of Kitaya. So the Panchatattvas have been created by who? Kitaya. Is it not? Kitaya means Brahma. Okay? When that is the case, the Panchatattvas have been the creation of the Karmadhyaksha, the one who is the president of all karmas. The one karma he is wielding his Maya, he has created these 5 elements. And from those 5 elements, etc., you and I also have been manifest. And when such is the case, he is not only the Karmadhyaksha, he is the Karma Phaladata. He has to ensure that everything that he has created will work with a clockwork precision. The sun will have to rise in the east, not in the west. The sun will have to conform to the Uttarayana Punyakalam and Dakshinayana Punyakalam. Incidentally, where are we now? In what Punyakalam? We are in the Dakshinayana Punyakalam. This will continue up to the middle of January, when the Uttarayana Punyakalam, Makara Sankranti, will herald the Uttarayana Punyakalam. So when such is the case, all these, the Panchatattvas, will have to be subservient to Kitaya. That is why they also work out of fear. Same thing was mentioned beautifully in the Taittiriya Upanishad. In the Taittiriya Upanishad, let me recollect. Bhishasma pavate Bhishodeti Suryaha Bhishasmadagnischendrascha Mrutyurdhavati Panchamayiti. Because of the fear of Kitaya, the wind blows. Because of the fear of Kitaya, the sun rises. Because of the fear of Kitaya, Yama keeps on doing his work. Because of the fear of Kitaya, everything else is in its place. That is how the Panchatattvas also work out of fear of Kitaya. Then another question was,
Samyatam Nanaji.
Huh?
Nanaji. Related to the same Taittiriya Upanishad. Are you able to hear me, Nanaji?
Can you just put it in the chat?
Okay.
So we can.
Okay. It is just related to the same, that is it because they consider Dvaityam, that's why they fear the Panchatattvas, they feel that they are separate from Kitappa. That is why, Kitaya, that is why they have fear, Nanaji?
Yeah, your question, can you please put it on chart, madam?
Okay,
It will
Nanaji.
really
Okay,
help
okay.
me. I'll be in a position to do justice to your question. Yeah, meeting chart. Ishvara assures that if one follows the path described by me, I will take care of you. Dilemma is that in some critical or difficult situations, should we seek some remedy by some puja or astrology? Okay. Ishvara assures that if one follows the path described by me, I will take care of you. And are you confident that this is indeed true? Are you convinced about it?
Yes,
Are you
Nanaji.
sure that Kitaya will take care of you? If
Yes,
indeed,
Nanaji.
in spite of your confidence, Kitaya has not taken care of you, you must have the conviction that your Purva Janma samskara has been an obstacle, even in Kitaya trying to be of tremendous help to you. This conviction you must have. So when that conviction is there, and when you are a Dhrudhanishyavan on this, the dilemma is gone. The dilemma is that in some critical or difficult situation, should we seek some remedy by some puja or astrology? None of these. You simply believe that Kitaya is with you all the time. Not only is Kitaya is with you all the time, you are indeed Kitaya. You are indeed Kitaya. In the 7th chapter, what did Kitaya say? He has described two kinds of prakritis. In one prakriti, he said, I am the Jiva. In one kind of prakriti, he said, Bhumihi, Apaha, Bhumirapo, Analo, Vayuhu, Kam Mano Buddhirevacha, Ahankara iti yemme, Bhinna Prakriti Rashtadha. My Prakriti, which is eightfold, is different, consisting of all these things. Bhumi, Apaha, etc., etc. The Pancha Tattvas, and then Ahankara, Manaha, Buddhi, etc. But other than this, there is a para prakriti of mind. What all I have mentioned to you, Arjuna, is apara prakriti. It is the inferior prakriti. There is a superior prakriti, and because of that, Jiva Bhutam Mahabaho Yayedam Dharyate Jagat. With my superior prakriti, I become what? I become the Jiva. You are a Jiva, I am a Jiva. He has become Jiva, he has become you, he has become me. When he has said that, are you not convinced about that? When you are convinced about that, where is a question of dilemma for you? Where is a need for astrology and puja? Kitaya is with you all the time. You have that conviction. You have that conviction. If in spite of your conviction and in spite of Kitaya's promise to you, if nothing happens and you keep on getting some problem, the problem continues. Understand, it is because of some obstacles which are unsurmountable. These obstacles have been created by you in the Purva Janma. This you must have conviction. All right?
Thank
All
you,
right,
Nanaji.
Savitaji.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, is there any other question, Brahmara?
Nanaji, I have put in the chat, Nanaji. Just now I have put in the chat.
As mentioned in Taittiriya, is it because of the Dvaitya Bhavana of Panchatattva, they have fear of Kitaya? Dvaitya Bhavana? No. It's not a question of Dvaitya Bhavana. See here, what is this Jagat? And these Panchatattvas are part of Jagat or no?
Nanaji.
Yes.
Yes, Nanaji.
They are
Yes.
part of the Jagat. And what is this
Yes.
Jagat? Is it real?
No,
Or
Maya,
apparent?
Mithya Jagat. Mithya.
So it is apparent. And what is apparent can be negated.
Yes.
Nasato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sataha, ubhayorapi drushtontaha, tvanayos tattvadarshibihi. That is what is mentioned, is it not? Asataha bhavaha na vidyate. This Jagat is asat. Jagat is asat. And in the Atma Bodha, what did Shankaracharya say? Yavat satyam jagat bhati. Yavat satyam jagat bhati. Shuktika rajatam yadha. Tavan na jnayate brahma. Sarva adhishtanam advayam. The one which is without a second, advayam. Sarva adhishtanam, which is the basis for everything. That Brahma, you will not know as long as you keep on considering and keep on swimming in this apparent Jagat. Yavat Satyam Jagat Bhati. As long as this Jagat shines to you as indeed real. Yavat Satyam Jagat Bhati. Shuktika Rajatam Yadha. In the what is that? The Shuktika, what do you say in English? In the the mother of pearl. In the mother of pearl, you will find as though there is silver. Shuktika rajatam yadha. It is the play of the sunlight on the mother of pearl. And mother of pearls inside is nicely coated, like it looks like silver. Now you think it is a solid silver piece you have picked up. Shuktika rajatam yadha tavan najnayate brahma sarva adhishtanam advayam. Sarva adhishtanam advayam. Is it not? This kind of a thing happens. It is not because of Dvaita Bhavana or anything like that. It is because of Ajnana. Ajnana Kalusham Jivam. All of us are smeared with Ajnana. Ajnana Kalusham Jivam. Jnana Abhyasat Vinirmalam. After having anointed our minds with the essence of the Gita Jnana, Jnanabhyasad Vinirmalam, Krutva Jnanam Tvayam Nashyet, Jalam Katakarenuvat. All these things we have picked up in the Atma Bodha. My request to all of you is, what all we have covered till now, please do manana of that. Please do go study that again and again. It will be helpful to you. When you have a doubt regarding whether it is because of this, whether I should do puja or resort to astrology to ward off this evil, etc., all these doubts will be very nicely taken care of. If only you conform to the tenets of the Vedanta Vakyas as we have picked up through Tattva Bodha, Atma Bodha, the Gita, the Bhajagovindam, all these things. There is no need to study great other texts. The other texts are great. Maybe they are kind of greater than the Gita, but it does not matter. You need not worry about any other text. Gita, Sugita, Kartavya, Kimanyaihi, Shastra Vistaraihi. Where is the need for your extensive study of the other Shastras? What do you want? You want knowledge, or you want to be that knowledge which Gita Shastram is telling you? You want to be that, or you want to keep on gaining knowledge? If you want to keep on gaining knowledge, where is the difference between you and a library? That's all the difference. Library is outside, and this library will be inside you. How does it help you? You must have the burning desire to be what the Gita Shastram has given you. The essence of the Gita, you must you must have the desire to be. Okay? Any other question?
There are some more questions.
Oh, one more charter. Walking on the spiritual path, should we have goal for moksha or just live without any goal, though living with Ishwararpana Buddhi and doing upasana? Yeah, but I'll tell you what, without any goal, your activity will not be as efficient. You have a goal. You may not be able to reach the goal in this Janma, no matter, but you ought to have a goal. You must have a goal and then keep on working towards that. Ishwararpana Buddhi is okay. Karma Yoga Anusthana is okay. Why are you doing that? You must understand. Why are you doing Karma Yoga? For cleansing the mind. Why do you want to cleanse the mind? For Jnana Samupadjana. Why do you want Jnanam? Knowing which you want to be what that Jnanam is indicating. That is the goal. That must be there. If that is there, it will be beneficial to you. Okay?
No question.
Thank you,
Is that
Nanaji.
okay, Savita ji?
Yes, Nanaji. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Yeah.
There is one more question from Neha.
Any other?
Yes. Felt in the mind. Go down.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not coming down. Sure.
This one.
Is the fear felt in the mind? Is the fear felt in the mind? So does that mean these celestial bodies like sun and moon have mind? Thanks. Yeah, they do have the mind. They do have the mind. They will be under the influence of the three gunas. The three gunas will create what all they have created for you and I. They will create that for sun and the moon also. They will create that. But understand, like you are part of the Jagat, the sun and the moon are also part of the Jagat. And the Jagat is what? It is as though real. Yavat Satyam Jagat Bhati, Shuktikara Jatam Yada. Don't forget these beautiful verses. As long as you consider Jagat to be real, Tavan Najñayate Brahma, Sarva Adhishtanam Advayam. As long as you think Jagat is real indeed, and say, what is this Kataya saying? I'm seeing Jagat day in and day out. It's the same Jagat I am seeing today as I had seen yesterday. And tomorrow I'll see the same Jagat. My friends are all there. My wife, my husband, my children, they're all there. I am there. I continue being there. How can you say Jagat is unreal? If that is your argument, that means you have not understood the tenets of the Gita Shastra. Na sato vidyate bhavaha, na bhavo vidyate sataha, ubhayoho api, antaha drushtaha, tvanayo tattvadarshibhihi. Avinashitu tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam. Understand that to be indestructible. Avinashitu tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam. Vinasham avyayasya na kaschit kattumarhati. Destruction of that which is beyond the scope of destruction. How can anybody destroy that? Okay. Whereas the dehas, antavattu ime dehaha, nitya shokta sharirinaha. Even though the deha is destructible, the shariri, the jiva, the you, the I, they are not destructible because Jiva Bhutam Mahabaho Yayedam Dharyate Jagat. Kitaya said in the 7th chapter, there is another Prakriti of mind. And that Prakriti, Jiva Bhutam Mahabaho Yayedam Dharyate Jagat. We must have the conviction. We must have the conviction that we are indeed at least the Pratibimba of Kitaya. If not Kitaya directly, we are at least the Pratibimba of Kitaya. The Pratibimba becomes real when you have gained adequate knowledge. When you have gained adequate knowledge, Kitaya has said in the Gita a number of places, Yo mam pashyati sarvatra, sarvam cha mayi pashyati, tasya aham na pranashyami, sajame na pranashyati. Hey Arjuna, whoever sees me everywhere in every place, and whoever sees himself in every place and everywhere, I am not distant to him, he is not distant to me. And elsewhere he has said, Jnani tvatvaiva me matam. Jnani is indeed I. Jnani and I, there's no difference. When such is the case, why not we have the conviction that is the Jnana Samuparjana, which is going to be helpful to us. While doing so, we must not give up the activities. Yajnadana tapak karma, natyadyam karyamevatat. All these things must be understood by us clearly, which will be the guide for us in the workaday world, in the day-to-day life. Otherwise, some funny doubts will arise, and those doubts, if we are not in a position to answer, we will come to a conclusion wrongly, and the wrong conclusion will lead us in a different wrong path, which is not going to be helpful. This is what is to be understood. Okay.
There's one more question. Please explain difference.
Is the it is ena? Okay. Please explain difference between Sarakrupa, Atma Krupa. Now, in the analysis commentary of the 12th chapter, in the last verse, Pujya Swamiji, Swami Dayananda has given, there are 4 types of Krupas. Is it not? Atma Krupa, Guru Krupa, Ishvara Krupa, and Atma Krupa. Okay. Atma Krupa I have said. Atma Krupa, Ishvara Krupa, Guru Krupa, Shastra Krupa. Shastra Krupa. This Krupa means what? This is Krupa is what is a blessing. You can understand that is a blessing. And what is a blessing? Atma Krupa, you must bless yourself by yourself. And how do you bless? By having the Shraddha, that what the Guru is saying is right, what the Shastra is saying is right, what Ishvara Shastra is pointing out to is real. Okay? You must have that kind of a Shraddha. That is Atma Krupa. The Ishvara Krupa, that Swara Krupa you have said, that before the yes, there was, in the commentary by Swamiji, there was an apostrophe. That apostrophe indicates that I has to be put in front of that. That Swara Krupa, when you put I in front of yes, it becomes Ishvara Krupa. Okay? It becomes Ishvara Krupa. Otherwise, it becomes the musician's ability, Swara Krupa. That is different. Ishvara Krupa, Shastra Krupa, Guru Krupa. And how does the Ishvara Krupa manifest? Kitaya said, Teshamaham samuddatta mrityu samsara sagarat. That is Ishvara Krupa. Tesham aham samuddatta. I will lift them up. Mrityu samsara sagarat, from out of this death-ridden samsara, this samsara which has got the coming and going as an eternal activity for it, I will lift them up and ensure that they are no longer samsaris. Tesham aham samudharta. Tesham is who? Who are those? Whoever keeps on remembering me all the time and keeps on chanting my name, keeps on telling my glories and discussing my glories with all others. Those are the people who have got firm conviction that I am not away from them, that I am not distant to them. Those are the people. Tesham aham samuddatta mrityu samsara sagarat. And those people do what? Khadayantasya mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Khadayantasya mam nityam. They keep on telling each other about stories of my glories. Khadayantasya mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. They will be extremely happy doing that, and they will be reveling in doing what they have picked up. They have picked up P as a central point for their activities. That is how it is. Tesham aham samuddarta. Okay? Yeah. Now I'm getting back to Dr. Renu's question. Dr. Renu's first question. That was what? Which is to be preferred? Is it the spiritual ritual puja or the study of the Gita? It depends on the adhikari. Everybody has got a qualification. This qualification keeps on varying amongst people. There is an Uttama adhikari, there is a Madhyama adhikari, there is an Adhama adhikari, there is an adhikari who is Adhamatamaha. Okay? And commensurate with this adhikaritvam, there have been things which are mentioned in even the Upanishad. In the Maitreya Upanishad, I will read out from the Upanishad for fear of my distorting the mantra. The Upanishad says in the Maitreya Upanishad, it is in the second chapter of the Upanishad, the 21st verse. What it says is, just a moment. What the Upanishad says is, this is in the second chapter, 21st verse of the Maitreya Upanishad. Uttama tattva chintaiva madhyamam shastra chintanam adhamam mantra chintacha tirtha branchi adhamadhamaha. What it means is, the tattva chintanam, like what is manifest, what is unmanifest. Who is this Kitaya? Is he that manifest fellow, or is it that unmanifest one? How do we know that? And Kitaya himself has said that avajananti mam mudhaha manushim tanumashritam param bhavam ajanantaha mama bhuta maheshwaram. He has mentioned that. When he has mentioned that, why don't you have firm conviction that Kitaya is saying all this for your benefit? And when you keep on thinking about these kind of things, that becomes tattva chintanam, uttama tattva chintanam, and madhyama shastra chintanam. Madhyama Shastra Chintanam. Shastra Chintanam. You got how Shastras you want? There are 6 kind of Shastras. Sankhya Shastra, Nyaya Shastra, etc., etc. Jyotisha also is part of that. That kind of a Shastra Chintanam, that is Madhyamam. Uttama Tattva Chintaiva, Madhyamam Shastra Chintanam. And having doubt about yourself and thinking that some mantra will elevate you to some other hood, some other happy hood, you take to mantra. And that is Adhama Mantra Chintaiva. This mantra, I have been doing this for 2 years. It did not help me. I will go to another guru. I will pick up another mantra. I will do this. I will do that. That kind of a chintanam is mantra chintanam. That is adhamaha. Adhamaha means very, very inferior. And adhamadhamaha tirthabranti. Tirthabranti adhamadhamaha. It is indeed the worst. Adhamadhamaha tirthabranti. There is nothing wrong in visiting temples, in visiting tirthas, in having a bath in the Ganges and the Yamuna and the pious rivers. Nothing wrong. But unable to do that, keeping on worrying about that, that kind of a thing is what? Tirthabranti. That tirthabranti is adhamadhamaha. I repeat again, there's nothing wrong in visiting temples and doing puja, etc., prostrating to the deity there. Nothing wrong. They will have an elevating influence on your being. That is undoubtedly true. But unable to do that, I don't have enough money. How can I go here? I wanted to go to Tirumala. I want to prostrate to Govinda. Hey, Govinda Namam you can do sitting here. Govindeti sada dhyanam. You can do that. Instead of having Tirthabranti, why I am not able to go to Tirumala? Is it because of some other prarabdham, etc.? So this is how it is mentioned in the Maitreya Upanishad. Uttama tattva chintaiva madhyamam shastra chintanam adhama mantra chintacha tirthabranti adhamadama. These are mentioned, and coupled with that is also the adhikaritvam. For the uttama adhikari, tattva chintanam he will entertain. For madhyama adhikari, he will entertain shastra chintanam. Then adhama adhikari, he will entertain mantra chintanam. I have been doing Kitaya, it did not help me. Yeah, which Kitaya you have been trying? And as you are doing Kitaya, your mind has gone away to some other place. Kitaya is absent in your mind. How does that kind of a mantra chintanam help you? This kind of a thing you must be aware of. Okay?
This,
Very happy?
Bhranti,
Yeah.
is it also that if I go to this pilgrimage, I will again
Ah,
the Kashi, they say you know,
correct.
die in Kashi.
Correct.
That is also
Correct.
Bhranti.
Correct. People say you have a dip in the Ganges. All your papas will be taken care of. Yes, that is true. All papas will be taken care of as long as you are inside the Ganges. You are having the bath. As long as your head is inside the waters of the Ganges, then papas will take to flight. And I believe Swami Chinmayananda used to say, all the papas will run away from you because of the fear of Ganga, and they will reside on the yonder tree nearby. After you finish your bath and come out onto the banks of the Ganges, those papas from the trees, they simply land on you again. This Papa Prakshalana is a kind of temporary by Mother Ganga. What can Mother Ganga do? regarding your prarabdham. You have to exhaust your prarabdham yourself. Shubha, Ashubha, Phala. Because of that, you got your prarabdham. That Mother Ganges can perhaps temporarily take care of, not forever. Even Kettaya cannot take care of your prarabdha. You will have to exhaust your prarabdha yourself. Prarabdham bhogena nashtam bhavati, bhogadeva kshayati. In the Tattvabodha, we have picked up this. Prarabdham bhogadeva kshayati. By indulgence, by exhausting, by living that prarabdham alone, it will go away. Otherwise, no. Right? Yeah. I must thank you for giving me an opportunity to be with all of you. Okay, Kettaya willing, we'll meet again. Hari Om, everybody.
Dhanyavad,
Om,
Nanaji. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Very nice meeting all of you. Hari Om.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nanaji.
Thank you.
Happy Navratri to all of you. Dhanyavad, Brahmaraji.
Yeah, happy Navratri. The one someone put in the group, it was like I listened to that at Durga Sapshloki. It was very nice. From 6 to 8 it was, and it is, I think it is happening daily from 6 to 8. So it was very knowledgeable rather.
So are we meeting tomorrow at the same time as our usual time at 7:30 India time? Yeah. So we'll continue our study. We'll revise chapter 12 and before we go to chapter 13. And then I think we're in verse number 6 or 7. We'll continue with that. Okay. Jai Gurudev.
Tomorrow
Happy
is number
Navratri.
8. Yeah.
Eight,
Happy
no?
Navratri.
Yeah. Happy
Yeah.
Navratri to everyone. Jai Gurudev.
Yeah.
Dhanyavad. Jai Gurudev.